it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to win.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing first play is Herbert. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 47 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And the slot man goes in motion left. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Marr able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On fourth down, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. He'll buy some time right. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On second down, Elliott once more. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, This is a different game, but as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 20, 10, 5, touchdown LA. Keenan Allen, 76 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. A try here for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Fourth down, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, check. Lucky.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Herbert steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Caught by Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're running it. It's Michelle. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. but as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
6 yards left on second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run forward. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Herbert going to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have of the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
A big conversion on fourth down, but no timeouts left, so you got to go quick here.
Herbert. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see.
I just scraped it off the top, got it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it like a fool.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get 'em picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, got it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got
y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog, all fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky, hair stocky, leave 'em floppy, face Nazi, talking all hockey.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Forced out to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go with Michel. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Sony Michel, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will... Start here at the 25. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Purdy. His throw incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down. This is McCaffrey. And he's got it down to the 28. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Purdy from the gun. Dancing to his left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A final shot before break. Herbert. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Purdy. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd third down. Here's McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he'll get nothing out of that one. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turned. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Herbert on first down now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is a counter play. Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Herbert. Rolling to his right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
We dominate today.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want to find it. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles...
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, allegiance my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence assault. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she is back. Finna guarantee though. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todos tus raperos favoritos paniqueados.
Yo, show your playbook.
Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido.
Show your playbook, bro. I didn't see what playbook you pick. You might got a custom playbook. See you a little slow.
DJ Bosky, let's get it. We the champions.
You're supposed to show your playbook, though.
We doing numbers. Bring it home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. This one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start. At the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the option, here's Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Herbert off of play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, 59 yards. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The slot man in motion right. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 44, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This is Lamb on the end around. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Prescott off play action. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback,
They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They snap it to Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The kick by Marr is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The final shot before the break for Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a give here to Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get in it. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Out left, he's got it to Everett. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Second and 5. Allen, the man in motion right. From the 39, Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Herbert back to the air. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They send Carter in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Here comes Carter. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Williams brings it in. The 40. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 95 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Pollard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, They handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.